Hey YouTube, this is Southern Prepper 1. I've been talking to a lot of new preppers, people that have just opened their eyes and realized that there's something wrong in this country, economically, definitely socially, politically, spiritually, and they're trying to prepare. And I love meeting with them either on the phone, through the internet, through in person. But people are waking up. They're behind the eight ball a lot. They're just starting out. And they need to prioritize. They got lots of work to do. A lot of us have been prepping for 20, 30 years, and we're at a very comfortable spot. A lot of people say, Dave, aren't you always tired? Don't you get emotionally drained for talking doom and gloom? No, you guys just see, the videos and you think that's all I do, but a lot of things I do is just hobbies that are related to prepping that I thoroughly enjoy. So to me, it's not doom and gloom. Also, when you're prepared, it's like going into, the professor says we've got a big test, it's going to be 25% of your grade. If you study your butt off when you're going into that test, yeah, you're a little worried. You're hoping you studied the right things, but you're confident. And that's how I am now. I've done everything I could do, but I am still working. Trust me, I'm still working. I see what's coming. I see the total destruction of our way of life. So I'm continuing to prep, but when you take that test, you're like, oh, I'm good. I got it. I did my best. I studied. Now, if you walk into that test room and you didn't study at all or barely read the chapters, you're going to be worried. And that's sort of like prepping. If you prepare, you're not putting all your trust in your preparations. You're putting trust, hopefully, in the Lord. And you're asking Him for guidance. You're asking Him for the ability to discern and the ability to prepare and buy what you need to buy, prepare the projects at your house to take care of yourself and your family. So that's where I am. It's not doom and gloom to me, but I'm looking and I'm seeing a catastrophe coming. That's why I'm trying to put as many videos out as I can to get you motivated to do something. Anything is better than nothing. Do not look at it and say, oh my gosh, I'm so far behind, I'm just going to give up. I'm just going to go to the ball game tonight and watch my professional team play, and I can't do anything about it. You can, because no one knows the time or the hour of the collapse. No one knows the future. When I say life as we know it ends, the world's going to end, it's not a literal ending of the world. It's the ending of a way of life that we enjoy in this country. And we're trying to position ourselves to take advantage of that. Just study history, study countries that have fallen. And when people say the end of the world, it's not the end of the world. The world's still going to continue on until God decides it's going to be the end of the world. So, keep prepping, keep putting back stuff. If you're a newbie, you got a lot of work to do. You're on overtime. From now on, you're time and a half. You have to put in more time than I have to put in because you're behind. But I'm still working very hard. I've come to the conclusion that I'm lacking in an area, and I've made some corrections. It's called solar power. I have 3 generators. My son has a generator. We've got 4 generators here, but you know what they take? They take fuel, and they suck fuel. One of them sucks a lot of fuel, but it puts out a lot of power. So I'm still going to rely on generators for when I need a lot of power to run a piece of equipment, run the welder. I am upgrading my solar. I will tell you, things are ordered, actually a few things are being sent to me. I'm going to take my system on the house and upgrade it to really provide basic, so I can run the refrigerator and freezer. I can run lights. I can run the TV set if we want to watch a movie, stuff like that. It's not a whole house system. I can't afford that. But I have to do something because, look, natural gas is exploding. Propane is going up. Electricity all over the world is spotty in some places. Coal is a need for coal. So I'm looking at what I'm short on, and I think they're going to be able to control the fuels, then control the power, and that's going to be a game changer. I don't want to be in that position where I have to rely on the grid power. So I've gone with 12 volts. The reason I've gone with 12 volts, 24 and 48 is definitely more efficient. I luckily have a good buddy. You'll never see him on camera, man. This guy is so secretive. There's no chance in the world I'd get him on the camera, and I don't want him on the camera. He's done a good job staying in the background his whole life, and he's going to continue to do that. He is an expert in the field. He's totally off grid. I mean, totally off grid. So he's going to be working with me. He's a friend, but he's also like a brother. So I'll be showing you when I get my stuff in what I'm going with and how I'm installing it. Now, I have my good buddy able to help me. So it's reassuring. If you don't have that good buddy, there's enough on YouTube. There's enough things that I can give you some helpful hints to get you going. If you're near my area, we could probably help you a little bit more. So I'm going to show you the components. I've gone with 12 volts. What the purpose of this video is to stimulate your brain so you realize that, hey, I'm taking care of everything else, and I was counting on that generator. Even a Honda 2000 takes fuel. If I want to keep some refrigeration, and especially if a lot of preppers have freezers, you can't rely on that generator. Plus, the gas is $3 a gallon. It's only going to go up. At least when that sun is out, I have some power. So small power for the individual is huge. Now, green power and solar power for the world, no, they're finding out it's not working. The wind power is not working. They were all ready to ban coal, but we need coal. We need everything working together. I'm also big into green power. I would love to see more solar, but you can't rely on it 100%. You can augment it, and I think that's important. The more we get solar out there, the cheaper things are coming down. Things are coming down in price, be it solar panels, charge controllers, inverters. Batteries seem to be expensive. I have gone with the lithium batteries. My buddy said this is the only way to go, and he's given me a battery. The batteries he uses are bigger and more expensive than mine. He's a 48 volt guy. I'm a 12 volt guy, and the reason I got 12 volts is because I got a system for the Camo. I have a couple Harbor Freight system. I'm going to have another one on the shop. These are small systems, but everything's 12 volts. So worst case event, things go down, I can move things around and keep what I need to keep running. So video today is to think, am I good on everything else but fuel or powering things I need to have? I want you to start thinking about that. Hopefully in the next week, some of my products will come in. I will share them with you. I have an expert. Luckily, he's my friend, because I'd be a little lost. I know a little bit about solar, but when you have an expert, it's so nice to be able to pick the phone up and call him and say, hey, what about this? And he says, I'll get you a model number and a make. And he does that for me. So I'm going to share this information with you, so hopefully you can get going on it. Start talking with your wife, talking with your spouse. What are we doing to keep the lights on? They're going to control that. They're going to use that as a weapon. They will be able to control people with electricity and power. So start thinking about that. Thanks for watching.